Here at Megan's Mysteries, we love families. Our whole family actually helps start our business, and our kids help us pack our mysteries, design our mysteries, and sometimes even lead the mysteries. Our kids are 7 and 9 years old, and they love being involved. Here's how you can get your whole family involved in your very own mystery night. I'm going to go through and talk about 3 different ways they can get involved. Number one, how to pick a mystery that your whole family can participate in. Number two, how to add in extra roles for your kids if there aren't enough for them. And number three, how your kids can help you plan for an unforgettable evening from start to finish. All of our murder mysteries are designed to be family friendly. So we don't have any adult content in them. There is murder, but it's done in a very light way, not a gruesome way at all. For our mysteries designed specifically for kids, they are just a mystery. So it could be a missing object, a missing person, but it doesn't have any murder at all. So picking one of our murder mysteries is a great way to make sure that your kids can participate. Now, let me explain the difference between our adult and teen themed mysteries versus the children's mystery. It is not based on any adult content. Our mysteries are not PG-13 at all. We just don't believe in that. And we like to keep it appropriate for everyone. Plus, if you are hosting and your kids are running around or upstairs, you don't want them to hear stuff that you don't want them to know about. For adult and teen mysteries, the biggest differentiator is the length of content. So there's just more reading if you are playing in one of those mysteries versus one of our mysteries for kids and middle schoolers. And also, some of the content is just more mature in the sense that, 7-year-olds don't understand blackmail as well as a 17-year-old might understand the concept of blackmail a little bit better. So that's the difference. But other than that, everyone can participate in any of our mysteries. So go to our website and check out any of our mysteries. If you want one and have younger elementary age kids, there's a place where you can search for that. We also have ones for middle schoolers as well. I will say we started our business because we first started looking for family friendly murder mysteries, and even ones that were labeled family friendly or for teen, we found out there was a lot of inappropriate content that we did not feel comfortable with for ourselves, for our children, or for our small groups where we were hosting them. So I guarantee that ours are safe. If you want to look online, I would recommend searching teen friendly or family friendly murder mysteries if you don't want to go with one of ours. Number two, can you add in characters that are not specifically written into the mystery? Yes, you can. So, for example, our Western mystery is written for teens and adults, but if you had some middle school kids or younger kids who you would like to be involved in that, they can easily jump in and just be one of the other characters. If you have younger kids, I would say maybe 12 and younger, who don't want to read as much, or maybe you are hosting, you already have your 8 to 10 players and you don't really have any extra for the kids, but they still want to be involved, let me tell you how you can get them involved. Number one, they can be the detective's assistant or the host assistant. If they are the detective's assistant, they can wear a newsy hat, give them their own little notebook. They might want to wear a vest around, and you tell them when the detective comes, you are there to help them solve the mystery. So any piece of evidence that's revealed, or if there are clues that are given, you are going to write that in your notebook and you are going to give it to the detective. So that is one great way to get them involved. Number two, they can be the host's assistant. So, throughout a murder mystery, usually the host has some points throughout where they are going to move the story forward. So, they might say, everyone come here, we're going to gather and eat dinner, or, oh no, what do we do with the body? Or things like that. They can know you are going to help me as the host whenever something happens. So, you might be the one to help move the body out of the room. You might be the one to turn off the lights when it's time to turn off the lights. You can pass out our voting pages. You can present the awards to people. Those are all great ways they can help. The third way that you can get kids involved is to help with the party planning aspect. So they can address the envelopes, they can write the invitations, they can stuff the envelopes in the invitations, they can present the awards, they can help make the food. Kids really loved helping to choose the music, so you can give them a couple different options based on your theme and they can choose it. They could even be the ones to swap the music between like more suspenseful music versus the lower key music that's going on. Kids love to be involved in grown up parties. It makes them feel special, so they can serve drinks. They can go around and serve appetizers. If you are doing our train mystery, it would be so great if the kids came around with little trays, like they were in a dining car, and offered food to people. Kids can feel like they're part of the experience, even just dressing up in the same theme. So if you're hosting a Western theme, let them dress up like a cowboy. If you're doing a jungle theme, have them get out that little fake snake that they have or their stuffed animal, giraffe or elephant, and help decorate the scene. But make it fun and get the whole family involved. Kids are super observant and they like being involved. So if you give them like three things to look for, they will be on it. The first thing they can watch is the clock. Tell them at this time we're going to present the food. At this time we're going to turn off the lights. At this one we're going to start introductions. So they can be your timekeeper. Another thing they can watch for is if you are choosing to serve food and drinks, they can be on the lookout for empty plates and empty glasses. Give them the task of taking empty plates or empty glasses and getting them refilled for people. The third thing they can watch for are people. Ask them to look around for people that look like they might not have anything to do. This is a really great way to involve people that are a little more timid because sometimes it's easier when you're approached by a child than by an adult. And this can be done from little kids to teenagers, but you can say, hey, can you help make sure everyone's involved? So if you notice someone who's not really doing anything, why don't you go up and say, hey, what's your name? Tell me about how you got here. And just kind of get them to play their character a little bit more. You can also tell your kid to go up to random people and say, have you heard about so and so? And just gather some more information that way. They can also be in charge of looking to make sure that everyone has revealed the proper evidence. If they're helping you put the folders together at the beginning, they will know about what evidence there is. And I guarantee they will remember pieces of evidence that you don't remember. So you can say, make sure all the evidence is revealed. And they might come up and say, hey, remember that postcard? I didn't see anyone share it. And so they can be your eyes to make sure that everything is flowing smoothly. I talked about how to add kids into adult mysteries, but let me tell you how to add some adults and teens into our mysteries for kids. So, if you are hosting a kid party mystery, like our Desert Palace mystery that is specifically created for elementary age kids, though it works for anyone, and you want to add in some parts that are not there, well, the first thing you can do is you can give the part of the Sultan to an older sibling, an older family member, and that's more of an adult role. So that's a way that they can be involved. At our party, we had Grandpa come and he was like the snake charmer. So there are ways that you can get adults and grandparents involved to make a random role for them that fits with the scene. So, if you are hosting a jungle mystery, you could have additional travelers come, but basically tell family members come in costume, be ready to ask questions, be ready to interact. It really takes the night and elevates it and makes it one that you'll want to host again because you have the buy in from your family and your kids. I hope your next murder mystery is fun for the whole family.